Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue with our 1977 Boston Red Sox replay as we're coming down the stretch with the Red Sox and the Mets. Both teams have been eliminated. But for the Mets, we're trying to get to 82 wins. And for the Boston Red Sox, Fergie Jenkins is on the mound and he's looking for win number 20. This will be his second crack at win number 20. And it comes against the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox are 85 and 67. The Tigers are 69 and 84, and both teams are playing for pride. For the visiting Boston Red Sox, it'll be Burleson at short, Dillard at second, Rice will be the DH, Fisk will do the catching, Scott is at first, Yastrzemski's in left, Lynn is in center, Hobson's at third, and Rick Miller will bat ninth and play right field. For the hometown Detroit Tigers, Ron LaFleur is in center field. Fuentes is at second. Staub is the designated hitter. Steve Kemp's in left. Thompson is at first. Parrish does the catching. Ogilvy is in right. Rodriguez mans the hot corner for the Tigers. And Alan Trammell, the young Alan Trammell, will bat ninth and play short. And Jerry Mathers as the beaver. Jake Cruz is here in Detroit, hoping to see Fergie Jenkins' 20th victory. This could be his last crack at it. On the mound for the Tigers is Bob Skikes. 9 and 5 in the replay with a 3.72. In actuality, 5 and 7 with a 4.41. Parrish is behind the plate, 7 range, 6 arm. Rodriguez is a 9 range at third. Trammell's a 6 at short. Fuentes, that's Tito Fuentes, is a 7 at second. And Thompson is a 9 at first. In left, Kemp is a 6 range 4 arm. In center, LaFleur is a 6 range 7 arm. And the former Red Sox, Ben Ogilvy, is a 6 range 9 arm. W. Voggs is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out his wonderful card collecting channel. So Rick Burleson comes to the plate. Burleson, 14-game hitting streak. 284, 2 homers, and 50 ribbies. Skikes is a lefty. Here's the pitch to the rooster. Burleson grounds it slowly to third. Rodriguez charges. Quick throw to first. 1 down. Nice play by Rodriguez. That'll bring up Steve Dillard, 277, no homers, 10 ribbies, another right-handed stick. Parrish goes through the signs, sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Dillard. Dillard grounds it back to Skikes, who flips to Thompson, 2 down. Steelers fan 1933 at the ballpark. Hope all is well. 2 outs, bases empty for Jim Rice. Rice's average is down 264, but he does have 39 homers and 119 ribbies. Rice ready to grip and rip. Fisk on deck. The lefty Skikes looks in. He rocks and deals to Rice. And Rice walks. Good at bat for Jimmy. Mark Forsberg at the ballpark. Hope all is well. So Rice at first, 2 outs. Thompson holding him on. And that will bring up Pudge, the catcher. Carlton Fisk, 291, 27 bippity-boppity booms, 94 runners knocked in. Skikes looks to first. Looks in at the plate. The windup and the pitch to Fisk. Oh! Slide step over. Nice move by Skikes. Rice gets back. Rice taking a little shorter lead now. And now the pitch. Fisk swings, lines out to Rodriguez, and the side is retired. Good reaction by Rodriguez. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Detroit. And there's Fergie Jenkins on the mound. Fergie, 19 and 8 with a 3.38. In actuality, 10 and 10 with a 3.68. Second attempt at win number 20. Fisk behind the plate. 8 range, 7 arm. Jenkins is a 7 on the mound. Hobson's a 5 range at third. Burleson's an 8 at short. Dillard a 3 at second. George the Boomer Scott is a 10 at first. Yastrzemski, 10 years removed from his Triple Crown season of 67 on the Impossible Dream Team, still outstanding in left, 10 range, 8 arm. Lynn's 8 range, 5 arm in center. And Rick Miller in right, 5 range, 8 arm. LaFleur, excellent bunter. Corners move in. The pitch to Ron LaFleur from Fergie Jenkins. And he strikes him out. 1 down. That brings up Tito Fuentes, 288, 2 homers, 42 ribbies. Staub on deck. Fuentes, left-handed batter. Jenkins kicks and deals. Fouls it back to the screen. 0-2 count. Fist goes through the signs. A quick nod of the head by Jenkins. Pitch homeward bound. Fuentes grounds it back to Fergie, who throws to Scott, and they just get Fuentes. Fuentes was flying. Oh, boy. Scott mishandles the ball, and it was a low throw by Jenkins. Scott complaining, said he had it long enough, but it's going to be an error on Jenkins. So 1 out, 1 on for La Grande a l'Orange, the designated hitter, Rusty Staub. 277, 13 homers, 90 runners knocked in. Kemp on deck. Jenkins looks to first, where Scott holds Fuentes on. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Staub. Staub sends that ball to right. Miller makes the catch. And retreating back to first is Fuentes. So 2 outs. Fuentes will be off on contact. Scott will play behind Fuentes for a little more range. And that brings up Steve Kemp, the left fielder. 238, 15 homers, 74 runners knocked in. Thompson on deck, another left-handed stick. Jenkins nods his head. He's ready to work. The deal to Kemp. Kemp grounds it right side. Diller moving to his right, throws to Scott, and the side is retired. The Jenkins error does not hurt. Top of the second, no score here in Detroit. Again, Fergie Jenkins going for win number 20. It'll be Scott, Yastrzemski, and Lynn to face Sykes. Keep calling him Skikes. Sykes, excuse me. Here comes the Boomer, 259, 20 homers, 70 ribbies. He does feast normally on left-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch to Scott. Base hit to left. So the Boomer's on. That brings up Captain Carl. Carl, 313. 35 homers, 127 ribbies for Yastrzemski. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Yaz. The ball gets away from Parrish. Scott, 53% chance of advancing to second. He will hold. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott holding at first. Thompson holding him on. Sykes looks to first, now in at Parrish. He nods his head, the leg kick and the pitch to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski, fly ball, right field in the corner. Ogilvy on the run, he makes the catch. Scott quickly scampers back to first, 1 down. Yastrzemski just got under that one. That brings up Freddie Lynn, down year definitely, 240, 14 homers, 60 ribbies. The pitch to Lynn. Lynn grounds it slowly to first. Thompson has it. Races to the bag, 1 out. Scott advances into scoring position. So Scott's at second, 2 outs. Here's the number 8 batter, Butch Hobson. 220, 29 homers, 90 ribbies. Scott will be off on contact. Those few extra steps could help. Parrish sets the target. The pitch to Hobson. Hobson swings, grounds it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez fires to Thompson, and the side is retired. Scott stranded at second. Bottom of the second, scoreless. Due up for the Tigers, Thompson, Parrish, and Ogilvy to face Fergie Jenkins. Jason Thompson, 296, 27 homers, 89 ribbies. Jenkins, he's ready. The windup and the pitch. And he strikes out Thompson. That is his second K of the day. 1 out. That'll bring up the right-handed batting Lance Parrish. Parrish, the catcher, 250, 1 home run, 7 ribbies. Ogilvy on deck. The pitch to Parrish. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through! That ball had eyes. A one-out single for Parrish. And that will bring the right fielder, left-handed batting Ben Ogilvy to the plate. 280, 16 bippity-boppity booms, and 66 runners batted in. Red Sox open at turn 2. Scott playing behind Parrish. Jenkins picks up the side. He kicks and deals. Ogilvy swings, pops it up right side. Dillard waiting for it. Two hands, he makes the catch. 2 down. It's a sunny day here in Detroit. Wind 3 miles per hour out to right center field. The temperature is 68 degrees. So here comes Aurelio Rodriguez. 216, 7 homers, 32 ribbies. Right-handed batter. The youngster Alan Trammell on deck. Scott again will play behind Parrish. The pitch to Aurelio Rodriguez. Ground ball. Burleson at short. Fires to Scott, and the side is retired. Top of 3, no score. Here in Detroit, due up for the Red Sox. Miller, then the top of the order, Burleson and Dillard. Ricky Miller. Ricky, don't lose my number. 255, no home runs, 8 ribbies. Corners playing in. Miller, an excellent bunter. The pitch to Rick. Miller swings. Foul territory. Fuentes on the run. He's got a lot of room. Will he get there? No. Souvenir for a fan. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Miller. Corner's back up now. Parrish wiggles the finger. Sykes quickly nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch. And Miller goes down a hacking on the 3-2. And that's Sykes' first strikeout. Top of the order now. Burleson's up. He's 0 for 1. 14-game hitting streak on the line. The Rooster hoping to crow. The windup and the pitch to Burleson. And there's his hit number 15 for his 15-game hitting streak. He singles to left. So Burleson is on first. Thompson will hold him on. That'll bring up Steve Dillard, who's 0 for 1. Red Sox go hit and run. There goes the Rooster. Dillard. Swing and a miss, and Burleson is out. Parrish guns him out. Whoa, that play looked close. Burleson thought he got in. 2 outs now. Base is empty. Dillard, 1 ball, no strikes. Sykes ready to work. Pitch homeward bound. Dillard, base hit up the middle. Trammell couldn't get there. So a 2-out single. Failed hit and run really hurts now, but that does get Jim Rice to the plate. Rice with 39 homers looking for home run number 40. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice. Rice, base hit to left. Dillard hits second and is on his way to third. So runners on the corners, 2 outs for Carlton Fisk. Fisk 290, 27 homers, 94 ribbies. I know I stated it earlier, but this could be, if he hits a 3-run homer, he might be able to get to 100 ribbies before the season's out. The pitch to Pudge. Fisk, base hit to left, 1-0 Red Sox. Rice will hold at second, only a 57% chance. So the Red Sox produce with some 2-out fruit. Rice at second, Fisk at first, RBI single, and here comes the boomer, George C. Scott. Not the thespian, the baseball player. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Sykes has to regroup here. Takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals. Scott popped up, left side. Rodriguez, lots of room there. Rodriguez, that ball keeps drifting towards the stands. Rodriguez makes the catch. He stuck with it all the way. Top of the third is retired. Red Sox do score 1 on the Fisk single. So Jenkins back up on the bump with a 1-run lead, looking for win number 20 at the ballpark. Dave Gardner, check out that wonderful YouTube channel and the Facebook page for Digital to Dice, and also hockeytournaments.com, online for all your hockey tournament needs in Massachusetts, New England, North America, and the world. Bears Den 007, hope all is well. Alan Trammell, the youngster, 158, no homers, 2 ribbies. Jenkins deals quickly to Trammell. Line shot to Dillard. Great reaction by Dillard. 1 out. Red Sox throw it around. Top of the order now, Ronnie LaFleur. He's 0 for 1. The kick and the pitch to LaFleur. It's a bunt, and it's a beauty. Hobson will just eat the ball. No, he's going to fire down to first for some bizarre reason. LaFleur beats it out, as I didn't play corners in with 1 out. So a bunt base hit for Ronnie LaFleur. Scott, let's see if we play behind him. 50. You know what? How about we might just challenge him to try to steal? Scott will play behind him. Fuentes at the plate. Switch hitter batting lefty, 0 for 1. There's the pitch out. LaFleur doesn't go. Now he's 88%. Scott will be holding him on. Pickoff attempt. Down to 38. Scott holding him on. Jenkins looks to first. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Fuentes. Ground ball. Dillard has it. Dillard, quick flip to the rooster. Burleson is upended by LaFleur. No double play. 2 outs. Fuentes at first. Burleson and LaFleur have some words. And that brings up La Grande a l'Orange. Rusty Staub, he is 0 for 1. Staub flew out to right. 1-0 Red Sox. Jenkins nods his head. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to La Grande a l'Orange. Staub swings. Fly ball. Shallow left. And actually, that's gone! Holy cow. Yastrzemski was coming in. And that ball is gone. I guess he was going to play it off the wall, but there's no off the wall on that one. Staub and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead. Holy cow. Let's watch that over. La Grande a l'Orange with the orange supreme. That ball is gone, baby. Bippity boppity boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball. And Rusty Staub and Tito Fuentes touch them all. So 2-1 on the homer. The lead is gone. That brings up Steve Kemp. He's 0 for 1. Jenkins has to regroup here. He's ready to work. The windup and the pitch. Kemp swings. Base hit. Left center. Two-out rally continues with Jason Thompson at the plate. He's a power-hitting first baseman. He's 0 for 1. Struck out. Scott will play behind Kemp. Jenkins going to go right at Thompson aggressively. Fly ball. Oh, nuts. Miller makes the catch coming in. As this time the shadow did not fool me. But on the 2-run homer by La Grande a l'Orange, Rusty Staub, the Tigers take the lead 2-1. Top of the 4th for the Red Sox. Yastrzemski, Lynn, and Hobson. Farm 1 is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Yastrzemski's 0 for 1. Let's see if Yaz can start a rally here. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Captain Carl. And he strikes out on the 0-2 count. Caught him looking with the slider. He didn't like the call, but they're not changing it. 1 out, no one on for Freddie Lynn. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Lynn. Lynn grounds it slowly to short. Trammell charges. Quick release to first. Bang, bang. Play is stretched by Thompson. Safe! Freddie Lynn beats it out. Tying run at first base. Red Sox really want to get this 20th win for Jenkins. Second attempt at 20 wins. And here's Butch Hobson. Grounded to third. Sykes shakes off Parrish. Now he nods his head. He rocks and deals. And what is called there? A balk. Wow. A balk is called. So it's a 2-0 count now. And Lynn's up to second. And there's 1 out. Hobson can tie it here. Lynn, a moderate base runner. Hobson ready to grip and rip. Sitting on 29 homers. The pitch to Butch. Hobson swings. That ball's down the line. Kemp giving chase. He's not going to get there. It's going to be off the wall. Lynn scores on the Hobson one-out double, and it's 2-2. How do you do, Susie Q? Bears Den 007 in the chat shares. Jason Thompson said, when Sparky Anderson banned jeans, there goes my wardrobe. So 1 out, go ahead run at second, and Butch Hobson, who's now knocked in. 91 runs, still underperforming, though he's 1 homer away from hitting target. And here's Rick Miller. He's 0 for 1. On deck is Burleson, now riding a 15-game hit streak. The pitch to Miller. Is it Miller time? No, it's not. It's go sit down time. Sykes picks up his 3rd K, and here's the Rooster. 2-2 ball game. He extended his 14-game hit streak to a 15-game hit streak with a single in the 3rd. Prior to that, he grounded out. Hobson will be off on contact. The pitch to the Rooster. Slowly hit to 3rd. Rodriguez charges, and he does not make the play. It's an infield hit for Burleson. So runners on the corner, 2 outs for Steve Dillard. He's 1 for 2. Dillard looking for RBI number 11. Sykes rubs up the baseball. He's back up on the bump. The pitch to Dillard. Dillard grounds it slowly to first. Thompson has it. Shuffles it to Sykes. They get Dillard by 2 steps. The Red Sox stringing the go-ahead run at 3rd, but they tie it up on the Hobson double. It's 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Detroit, Parrish, Ogilvy, and Rodriguez. As Farm 1 says, Jenkins, best pitcher ever out of Canada. He is Canadian. Parrish is 1 for 1. He singled up the middle. Ogilvy on deck. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Parrish. Parrish lines out to Hobson. Great reaction by Butch at the hot corner, who would be god-awful in 1978 at the hot corner. Couldn't throw the damn ball because he had chips in his elbow, and they kept putting him out there at 3rd. 1 out. That brings up Ben Ogilvy. Again, this is the 77 replay. Ogilvy's 0 for 1. Jenkins deals to the lefty Ogilvy. Line shot to Scott. He snares it. So 2 balls hit on the screws, 2 outs. Tigers have nothing to show for it. And here comes Aurelio Rodriguez, the 3rd baseman. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to Burleson. Trammell on deck. Jenkins nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Aurelio. Rodriguez, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Top of the 5th, knotted at 2. Due up for the Red Sox, Rice, Fisk, and Scott. If anyone gets on, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Sykes up to 78 pitches, good for 110. Rice is 1 for 1. He is walked and singled. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice. Rice grounds it. 3rd, Rodriguez moving to his left. Quick throw. 1 down. Rodriguez made that look very smooth. Now bring up Carlton Fisk. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to Pudge. And he works a walk. So Fisk's at first. 1 out. George C. Scott. 1 for 2. The Boomer wants to go boom and give the Red Sox a 4-2 lead. 2-2 ball game, 1 out. Thompson holding Fisk on. Sykes looks to first. Now in at Parrish. A quick nod of the head. The leg kick and the pitch. Oh, slide step. Fisk goes back. Now the pitch homeward bound. Scott swings. Grounds it to 3rd. Rodriguez charges. Throws to Fuentes. Fuentes quick turn on to Thompson. That's a beauty of a double play. 5-4-3. Rodriguez, Fuentes, Thompson, side retired. Bottom of the 5th, 2-2 ball game. Due up for the Tigers, Trammell, LaFleur, and Fuentes. If anyone gets La Grande Alarange, Rusty Staub, who hit a 2-run homer. Trammel's 0 for 1. Jenkins deals quickly to the youngster. Trammell rips her shot. Hobson, Johnny on the spot again. Red Sox throw it around the infield. 1 out. Ronnie LaFleur 1 for 2. His 1 hit was a drag bunt. Corners in. Jenkins going to try to jam with an aggressive pitch. Fisk sets up inside. Here's the pitch to Ron LaFleur. Line shot. Past Scott down the line. LaFleur races to second. The throw not in time. A pop-up slide and a double for Ronnie LaFleur. Jenkins could not get that ball inside enough. Mark Jones, hope all is well. 2-2 ball game. LaFleur at second. Fuentes at the plate. Staub on deck. The pitch to Tito. Popped up. Left side. A lot of room there. Hobson going over. He's near the stands and the dugout. And he runs out of room. Full count now for Fuentes. Jenkins looks over his shoulder. Now in at Fisk. He rocks and deals. Tito lines out to Dillard. Dillard. Oh no. Jenkins is hurt. Jenkins is hurt. Oh my lord. He will not get his 20th victory as Jenkins has to come out of the game complaining about a sore arm. What a sad break for Fergie Jenkins. He must have really got hurt late in the season because we're playing with as-played injuries and transactions. Wow, so Jenkins is done. He will not get win number 20. Red Sox are going to go with a lot of crappy options here. They got a bunch of lefties. I have no lefties. Let's see. Bill Campbell's going to pitch. So here comes Bill Campbell. He'll have all the time he wants to warm up. Campbell good for 40 pitches, but they got like 4 lefties in a 3 lefties in a row. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Staub. He had a 2-run homer. 2-2 ball game. Jenkins is out. Fly ball. Left center. Yastrzemski's there. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Fergie Jenkins, that's a tough break. No win 20 in this game. I don't know if he'll have another start. Now the Red Sox just want to win. It's Yastrzemski, Lynn, and Hobson. Yaz is 0 for 2. He awaits the Sykes offering. Pitch homeward bound. Yastrzemski swings. Base hit to right. Yastrzemski at first. 63% chance of stealing second. Here's Freddie Lynn. Lynn's 1 for 2. We're going to go hit and run. There goes Yaz. The swing. No. And Yastrzemski's out. Can someone make contact on the hit and run, please? Second time the Red Sox have a failed hit and run. They did score in that inning, though. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, that was a pitch out. Okay. Here's the pitch to Lynn. Fly ball. Deep right. Ogilvy in front of the wall makes the catch. 2 down. Now bring up Butch Hobson. He doubled in the tying run in the 4th with 2 outs. Sykes nods his head. The windup and the pitch. Hobson swings. Fly ball. That ball's carrying deep center field. LaFleur racing back, and he makes the catch. Bottom of the 6th, still knotted at 2. 2 up for the Tigers. Kemp, Thompson, and Parrish if anyone gets on Ogilvy. And they're facing the crafty lefty Bill Lee. Kemp's 1 for 2. Lee, the slow windup and the pitch. Kemp goes the other way. Singles to left. He sat back nice on the breaking pitch. That brings up Thompson. He's 0 for 2. Scott holding Kemp on. Red Sox hoping for 2 as Burleson and Dillard pinch the middle. Fisk sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Jason Thompson. Fly ball. Right center, Miller on the move. He makes the catch. Kemp quickly gets back to first as Miller throws it into Diller. 1 out, 1 on for Lance Parrish. Parrish actually struggles against left-handed pitching. That's good news. Lee. Again, the slow windup and the pitch to Parrish. Ground ball. Scott has it to Burleson. Back to Scott. Double play, inning over. Scoring at home, 3-6-3. Scott to Burleson to Scott. The law firm. Top of the 7th. It's 2-2. How do you do? MP Fox is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful card collecting channel. So it's Ricky Miller, Rick Burleson, and Dillard. Miller's 0 for 2. Corners playing in. The pitch to Rick. Miller swings, grounds it to Trammell at short. He throws to Thompson. 1 out. That youngster, Alan Trammell, he looks good. He looks good. And here comes the Rooster. Extended his 14-game hit streak to 15 with a single in the 3rd. Then he singled. Infield variety in the 4th. First time up, grounded out. Sykes nods his head. The windup and the pitch. Burleson swings, grounds it. Trammell ranging towards the second base bag. Throws to Thompson. 2 down. So we see some good range there by the youngster Alan Trammell at short. If you're just joining us, Fergie Jenkins was going for win 20. It was 2-2, and I think it was the top of the 5th, and he went out with an arm injury, so no win 20. And here's a new pitcher. The new pitcher with a horrible baseball photo. Jim Crawford. Crawford in the replay, 6 wins, 8 losses, and a save, 6.51 ERA. In actuality, 7-8-1 with a 4.79. And he's a lefty. Dillard likes to hit off lefties. 2 outs, bases empty. Dillard's 1 for 3. The pitch from Crawford. And Dillard grounds it slowly to 3rd. Rodriguez charges, throws. Dillard beat this out, I think. The stretch by Thompson. And there's another hit for Dillard. He is 2 for 3, and that brings up Jim Ed Rice. Rice is 1 for 2. He has walked, singled, and grounded to 3rd, sitting on 39 homers. Crawford nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Rice. Slide step, actually. Dillard's back. Now the pitch to Rice. And he strikes out Jimmy. Bottom of the 7th. They play Take Me Out to the ball game here in Detroit. 2-2. Due up for the Tigers, Ogilvy, Rodriguez, and Trammell. I don't care if I ever go back for its root. Root for the Tigers. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. So here's Ben Ogilvy, former Red Sox, 0 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. Actually, Lee and Ogilvy were teammates with the Red Sox. Pitch homeward bound. Ogilvy swings, ground ball, Scott. Scott takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. So Lee's done a fine job in relief of the injured Fergie Jenkins. That brings up Aurelio Rodriguez. He's 0 for 2. Okay, Mark Jones says Fergie Jenkins' last appearance, 1977, was September 7th. He must have been injured then. Yes, and again, I'm playing with actual transactions and injuries, but because I have different lineups and pitching rotation for the Red Sox, not for the rest of the team, so he just got injured a little later, so he will not get 20 wins. I don't think so. I don't think we'll have another crack at it. Lee's ready to work. The pitch to Rodriguez. Line shot to Hobson. What a play as he goes leaping high in the air for out number 2. Hobson's really been a gem at the hot corner today, so thank you for that information, Mark Jones on Fergie Jenkins. Number 9 batter, Alan Trammell. He's 0 for 2. LaFleur on deck. And actually, Trammell, in the hits he did get in 77, did come off left-handed pitching. We're going to stick with Lee. Again, that big, slow windup. Pitch homeward bound to Trammell. And he strikes him out. Top of the 8th, 2-2 ball game. For the Red Sox, Fisk, Scott, Yastrzemski. If anyone gets on, Lynn. Crawford back up on the bump. Fisk 1 for 2. He's knocked in a run. And walked and grounded out. The pitch to Pudge. Fisk sends that ball left field. Kemp deep. Makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 down. Here comes the boomer. Scott's 1 for 3. As I need a swig of water. Excuse me. Yastrzemski on deck. Scott with 20 homers, 70 ribbies. The windup and the pitch from Crawford. Scott, base hit, center field. 2 for 4. Go ahead run at first. And here's Yastrzemski, he's 1 for 3. Yaz has 35 homers, 127 ribbies, and a .313 batting average. Parrish wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to Yaz. And that ball gets away from Parrish. Scott quickly races to second on the Crawford wild pitch. He's in scoring position with 1 out, 2-1 count to Yastrzemski. Will he get RBI 128? We shall see. Yaz holds the bat high. Crawford, he's ready. He rocks and deals. Yastrzemski grounds it slowly to second. Fuentes has it. Bang, bang, play. A little too nonchalant by Fuentes. And that's going to, looks like an error. And it is an error, and it's on Thompson. So Fuentes took his sweet time. The throw was good, but Thompson, we thought he was going to throw it quicker. Now with that error, should be 2 outs, runner at third. Instead, 1 out, runners on the corners for Freddie Lynn, who's 1 for 3. Sitting on 15 homers. Infield in, the pitch to Lynn. Lynn, fly ball. Deep left field corner. Kemp makes the catch. Scott's going to tag, and he scores. A throw goes into Rodriguez as he cuts it off. And the Red Sox take a 3-2 lead. Farm One says, Bill Lee, best pitcher ever from outer space. Campbell continues to warm in the Red Sox bullpen. So here's Hobson. He's 1 for 3. He tied the game up with a 2-out double back in the 4th. Yastrzemski will be off on contact. Thompson holding him on. The pitch to Hobson. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox have a 3-2 lead. Thanks to that sac fly that scored Scott by Freddie Lynn. For the Tigers, who trail by 1, it's the top of the order. LaFleur, Fuentes, Staub. If anyone gets on, Kemp. LaFleur 2 for 3. Corners will move in. Turn him around. 347 off left-handed pitching. Campbell's good for 50 pitches. He's going to come in for the 6-out save here. Here's Bruce Campbell. Bill Campbell, excuse me. Bruce Campbell, the actor. Bill Campbell in the replay. Soup. 10 wins, 9 losses, 32 saves, 2.73. In actuality, 13 wins, 9 losses, 31 saves, 2.96. The pitch to LaFleur. Base hit to center field. Tying run at first. Scott holds on LaFleur, and here comes Tito Fuentes. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Fuentes. Will he bunt him over? No. Ground ball. Campbell to Dillard. Quick pivot and turn to Scott. Double play. 1-4-3. Just what the Red Sox doctor ordered. So 2 outs, bases empty, and here comes La Grande a l'Orange. Rusty Staub, 1 for 3, a 2-run homer. He can tie it up if he goes bippity boppity boom. The pitch to Staub. And Campbell strikes him out. We go to the top of the 9th, 3-2 Red Sox. Oh, if Jenkins could have just stayed in this game. Red Sox hoping to add to their precarious 1-run lead. It'll be Miller, Burleson, and Dillard to face Crawford. Lefty-lefty matchup. Drag bunt attempt for Miller. And he puts it to the back of the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Miller digs back in. Chokes up a bit on that bat. Slight crouch. Crawford's ready to work. Pitch inbound. Miller's out. Parrish dropped the ball. Fires down to Thompson, who steps on the bag to complete the strikeout. 1 out. And here comes Burleson. Burleson extended his hit streak to 15. He's 2 for 4. The pitch to the Rooster. Burleson grounds to his counterpart Trammell, who throws him out. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. 2 outs, bases empty for Dillard. Dillard's 2 for 4. The pitch to Steve Dillard. Dillard grounds to Rodriguez. Rodriguez moves to his left. Fires a strike to Thompson. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Boston 3, Detroit 2. Campbell looking for save number 33. Will face Kemp, Thompson, and Parrish. Steve Kemp, 2 for 3. Grounded out and has singled twice. Campbell picks up the sign from Fisk. The windup and the pitch to Kemp. Ground ball back to Campbell. Over to Scott, 1 out. Red Sox 2 outs away. MP Fox's Soupy Man. Loved him with my Twins. He was outstanding in Minnesota. He had that one excellent year with the Red Sox in '77. Itinerary Hobbyist, how you doing? Check out Todd's wonderful channel. A lot of military, tabletop military strategy. Absolutely awesome with miniatures. It's really a lot of fun. Check out Itinerant Hobbyist. Have I noticed an uptick in viewers with no baseball on? I had a slight uptick, but that's because I just getting more subscribers. Nothing. I think a lot more views for a lot of the smaller channels when YouTube actually sends out the notices and stuff like that and doesn't screw around with the search engine. But yeah. Here's Thompson. He's 0 for 3. Campbell hoping to make him 0 for 4. Parrish on deck. Fisk pounds the mitt, sets the target. Campbell, the leg kick and the pitch. Strikes out Thompson. 2 down. Red Sox 1 out away from win number 86. Red Sox have been eliminated. They will finish second, though. Here's Parrish, 1 for 3. Campbell rubs up the baseball. He's back up on the bump. The windup and the pitch to Lance Parrish. Parrish, base hit to left. Inning stays alive for Ben Oglivie. He's 0 for 3. Oglivie, 6 game-winning ribbies on the season. Tying run at first. Scott holding on Parrish. Campbell peers in at Fisk behind the plate. Stoops ready to work. The pitch to Oglivie. Fly ball. Deep right. Miller on the run. He makes the catch and the ball game is over. Oh, some anxious moments. You could see Campbell just whiplash his head around. Oglivie thought he had all of it. Miller on the run to right center. Reaches out. Makes the catch. And the Red Sox win 3-2. But Fergie Jenkins was injured before the Red Sox took the lead and will not get win 20. I believe the win will go to Bill Lee, the save to Campbell. We'll bring up the box score in a moment. So that was a fun game. Box score will be up in a moment. Jenkins went 4 2/3, no decision. I believe he's done for the season. 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. The 2-run homer by La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub, who was 1 for 4. No walks for Jenkins. He struck out 3. Bill Lee went 2 1/3 out of the pen. Picks up win number 10. He's now 10 12. Gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Campbell went 6 outs. Picks up save 33. 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Sykes pitched very well, 6 2/3, 9 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. Crawford took the loss out of the pen. He's now 6 9, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 3 Ks. On to the batting. Burleson extended his hit streak to 15 games. He's 2 for 5 now, batting .285. Dillard, 2 for 5 with a run scored. He's batting .281. Rice, 1 for 3, a walk and a strikeout, .264. Fisk, 1 for 3, a ribby and a walk, .291. Scott, 2 for 4 with a run scored, .261. Yastrzemski, 1 for 4 with a strikeout, .313. Lynn, 1 for 3, a run scored and a ribby on a sac fly, now batting .240. Hobson, 1 for 4 with a ribby, a strikeout, and a double, batting .220. And Rick Miller, 0 for 4. He had the hat trick, 3 Ks. But what a running catch. What a running catch to right center. Reaching out, making the final out, giving the Red Sox the victory, Lee the win, and Campbell the save. The Red Sox in victory go to 86 and 67, 35 at-bats, 3 runs, 11 hits, 3 ribbies, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 1 double. The Tigers' record drops to 69 and 85 with this loss. LaFleur was 3 for 4 with a strikeout and a double. Fuentes, 0 for 4 with a run scored. Staub, 1 for 4 with a run scored, 2 ribbies, a strikeout, and a homer. Kemp was 2 for 4. Thompson was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Parrish was 2 for 4. Ogilvy, Rodriguez, and Trammell were 0-fers. In total, they were 0 for 10. And Rodriguez and Trammell each struck out once. In defeat, the Tigers had 34 at-bats, 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 ribbies, no walks, 6 strikeouts, and they doubled and homered. Player of the game, Jenkins was injured. Player of the game was Butch Hobson. Game-winning RBI, Lynn. Red Sox turned 2 double plays. The Tigers turned 1. Red Sox left 8 runners on base. The Tigers left 5. Recap. In the third, the Red Sox scored 1 run on 4 hits. Burleson singled, hit streak now 15. Fisk singled, scoring Dillard to take the lead 1-0. That held up until the bottom of the third, when Rusty Staub hit a 2-run homer off Jenkins, 2-1 Detroit. Red Sox would tie it up in the fourth on a double with 2 outs by Hobson, scoring Lynn 2-2. Jenkins, in the fifth, injured his shoulder, and he was out for the game. Red Sox got the winning run in the eighth, 1 run on a hit and an error. Lynn hit a sac fly that scored Scott from third, 3-2, and that's how the ball game ended. Ron LaFleur was 3 for 4 with a double. Lee got the win in relief of the injured Jenkins. Campbell got the save. Crawford for Detroit out of the pen got the loss. So Crawford's now 6 9. Lee is now 10-12, and Campbell picked up his 33rd save. And that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, be smart, stay away from stupid people. And there's plenty of stupid people in the streets right now, so stay the heck away from them. And we'll get through this together, as we always do. I love you all. I appreciate your time. It looks like Corona Beer Virus is looking for some net play with Action PC Baseball, possibly. Other than that, thank you very much. Jenkins doesn't get his 20th because he gets injured. Until next time, health and happiness. God bless. I love you all. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! The Red Sox win 3-2.